Well, look at these two guys right here. They need no introductions. Pete and Andy, everybody, from Fall Out Boy. All right. The tour just started. You guys announced
I knew the answer to that one.
St. Louis last night and Cleveland on what, Friday?
Yeah.
How things been going so far?
Well, last night was an utter disaster for us.
Oh, really?
But
Because
we have a lot of moving parts for this tour. So like the honest truth is like we load an entire stage in and then another stage and a third stage in, or whatever, and we've had longer drives, so it's been taking us a little bit of time. I don't know, it just didn't work yesterday, so that was... the point where you're like, I'm supposed to be flying, and I'm just like stuck in the air on the wires, and you're just like, oh yeah, that kind of was that moment,
do a little tap dancing.
Yeah, I mean, nothing looks good when you kind of get stuck in that situation.
Do you think it's going to run smoother tonight?
Oh, I certainly hope so.
It could be worse than last night.
Exactly. I mean, the show ended up fun, and people were really forgiving of that, whatever, but... Yeah, so I mean, we just have a good time.
The show was great. It's just for us, we want it
Technically.
to be the best show every night.
Yeah.
When it's not, we're hard on ourselves.
And I respect that, because you guys, you want to put out the best product possible. You're not out there just like going through the rhythms of like, oh, here's sugar we're on.
Not this early.
You guys.
Not this early in the tour.
We get the Showtime pizza bots later.
You guys have been doing this for so long, and keeping it fresh too. What do you think is one of the things that you finally mastered, or the lessons that you've learned where you're like, okay, we get it now, we can do this, we can keep doing it?
I feel like you Googled last night, what's a nice way to ask, how does it feel to be old?
At the beginning too. That means I'm an old too. So.
Put it in a positive. No, I mean, I think that the thing that's the wildest for us is to, when we pick our set list, now we kind of, because you're playing an arena, so you want to play stuff that, everybody wants to hear, but we just got to pick from a lot of stuff now. And so it's kind of fun, but that's kind of at the same time, like, it's like anxiety inducing, because I think you whatever your band is or the thing you love, like for me, like Metallica, it's like your entry point to it is the thing that you like. I'm like the Black Album, whatever. And it's like for other people, it's like they're just like, I just like speed metal or whatever, so trying to please everybody, but at the same time realizing that we don't like work at Burger King is like a fine, I just mean it in the way like that, like the have it your way at Burger King, like it's like not that. Trust me, I could not work at Burger King. I could not put it together.
Is there a song that you're maybe a little sick of singing, or even one that you wish you could bring back that maybe didn't make it this time?
Despacito. Can that be our song? And we're sick of singing it.
That'd be awesome. If you guys put your own spin on it, that'd be amazing.
Is it interesting though? I mean, because you look out at the crowd, and like I was like a teenager when I first saw Fall Out Boy, and now there's teenagers seeing Fall Out Boy for the first time. Is that kind of cool for you guys? Like you're not just like a legacy act at this point. Like there's still new fans like everyone out here that are seeing you guys for the first time. That's gotta be kind of cool, right?
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I feel like it's a little bit like I'm like, well, maybe we are in a simulation, because like the same, like it came up again, and it's like teenagers, and it's like, we're at the, pop radio stations, and I'm like, wait, maybe we got stuck in like a loop by accident. Yeah.
You have kids now too. Yes. Are they ever a critic of your music, or are they?
Do they listen?
Do they listen to your music, and do they ever have an influence on like, no, Dad, that sucks, or?
Dad, Fall Out Boy sucks.
My 8-year-old, he listens, and he's like really good for. You can with 8-year-olds, you can really tell what will be like a smash song or a non-smash song. Like the nuances aren't there, like the subtle stuff, but like on the big level, you can definitely like he loved this one that we put out, Last of the Real Ones, and I was like, okay, this is a song that, like, I played like 10 songs for him, and that one stuck out. He wants to be basically Andy Hurley, though, so.
Yeah.
Started.
His
Yeah.
favorite part
Does he have
of
a
the show
kid?
is me.
Have you,
What?
have you given him lessons, Andy?
He has like a practice kit
Okay.
at home. One of the like not crazy ones. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I feel like that's one of those instruments that, like, as a parent and as a musician, you probably want them to learn, but also you're listening to it and just like, oh, what is this? Like, this sounds awful.
I'm like looking to turn him into Serena Williams, so I got a tennis racket taped to his hands and
There.
looking to retire early.
I know, we're still mastering, you know?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know if we're doing it right. I feel like-
That should be better.
Should we get to some fan questions?
Yeah, do you guys have questions?
We have these.
Oh, we have these?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
That we can pull from.
Okay.
So let's see.
How about we go this, Marissa and Julia from Egan, when did you realize you were famous?
And give a little twinkle if you want. Where are you guys?
Marissa? Where are they?
Twinkle.
There they are.
I think that like, well, fame's like a goofy thing. So when we first really crossed onto TRL, we were on Warped Tour at the same time that summer, and I remember like it just happened. Like we got off our bus and we'd be like these scummy punk rock guys, like just brushing our teeth on the side of the bus,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden there was just people there. You know what I mean? And it's just like, yeah. So I guess that was, you know. But it's a funny kind of, I don't know, it's like, we're pretty goofy. We're like not a put together band, you know, or
You guys
whatever.
don't
So
really
it's,
care.
yeah, so it's
You
like
guys
a
just
weird,
guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Was Carson nice though? Carson Daly?
Carson was extremely nice, yeah.
Okay, good.
Has there ever been like a celebrity fan of yours where you've been really surprised that they were a fan of yours? Like we just found out you're a Bieber fan. That's awesome.
Yeah. I would say, okay, so I don't really even know if we have any celebrity fans, but
Of course.
But I owned this bar in New York City, and the opening night that we had like people there or whatever, and James Gandolfini went to the
Tony Soprano?
went to like the restaurant next door, and we used his photograph and said he went to the bar.
Whatever works.
That's good.
All right, another one from Diana. Pete, she wants to know what your favorite tattoo is.
My favorite tattoo.
Of yours or Andy's,
Of
whatever.
mine or Andy's.
Didn't ask me.
On Andy's, I like the
Yeah, on me.
yeah, I like the unfinished one actually on your neck because we were talking about it the other day whether he was going to finish it or not. I like that one, and I like your mom one as well.
Thank you.
Where's
You have your mom tattoo?
Right here.
Oh.
That was that first?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that
Nice.
one. Shout out to Andy's mom.
She's here.
Is it weird that I got that tattoo for her too?
Is it weird that I'm going to get one later too?
What's your favorite tattoo of Pete's then? Let's switch it around.
I don't know if he knows any.
Yeah, I do. I don't know. Right here.
Which one?
The
That one?
Studio Ghibli one.
Oh yeah. It's here. I think it's. I don't know. It'll be a nightmare to
Yeah.
see. We'll like tweet it.
He's
or
got a
something.
nice jacket on. All right, here's a big controversy in Minneapolis right now. Is it Duck Duck Goose or is it Duck Duck Grey Duck?
And that was from
Amy,
Minneapolis. Twinkle.
I
Did
don't
you ever
think
play
we
the game
know
Duck Duck
that
Grey Duck
either.
or Duck Duck Goose?
I know Duck Duck Goose. Is that a thing?
Next question.
Did you guys say?
Wisconsin guy, Illinois guy, they're not from Minnesota. All right.
Did you guys say pantsed or depantsed?
Pants.
Pants.
Pantsed, right?
Pants.
There's
Yeah.
like a small fraction of America that said depantsed.
No, it's pants.
It's pretty bizarre.
Well, do you guys drink out of water fountains or bubblers?
Bubbler.
Wisconsin guy over here, unbelievable.
What do you call like a Coca-Cola? Like a can of.
Coke.
You don't call it soda?
I call it soda, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say soda.
All right.
We call it-
we found common
I know
ground.
pop.
I know.
Yeah. But we're supposed to say pop, right? Or no? I don't know.
We call it pop.
You call it pop. Okay, got it. Kind of found common ground.
Kenzie Black from Minneapolis, what up? She wants to know, what's your current musical inspiration?
I love
Poppy.
Who? Poppy? Poppy's great.
I love Poppy.
Great Instagram too. Yeah, you should. If
My
you're
lady
not
saw
aware, you should
Poppy
check
last
out
night.
Poppy.
Yeah.
It's,
Said it was
it's like this
amazing.
bizarre.
Yeah?
It's like an experiment, kind
Okay.
of. Yeah, you got to go to the Instagram.
Okay.
It's Poppy.
Do I need to be on drugs like to enjoy it?
It might help. I like Jaden Smith a lot. Who's on tour with us actually. He's
Yeah.
just a really creative, cool guy.
Let me ask you this: like when you in like the late '90s, or like you're watching Independence Day and Bad Boys, you were like,
I predicted his birth.
I bet that dude's gonna open up for us.
Totally. That's wild. That's
Yeah.
wild. Yeah.
Is there? This is from Brooke and Edina. Is there any song that you were surprised became popular of yours?
I mean, they're all kind of surprising, right?
Yeah.
Like, I
You
think
guys are
that,
still in that mode of like people like this.
yeah. Well, I mean, I think anytime we bring a song like Sugar was insane because it was really heavy guitars. When we recorded Arms Race, our record label was like, "This is the end of your career at radio." Great.
Was it?
It was not, but when you're like 22, it feels like a guy telling you that. Probably is. Like my songs "No You Did in the Dark" had like a hair metal scream on it, which was so insane. Uma has like a really weird sample. They're all like weird. I think that to me, "Last of the Real Ones" is a weird one because it's like not a single. It's I don't know. So like if people react to it, like the videos, like kind of this video I just shot with my buddy in the desert. So like it's kind of like any reaction to that feels pretty authentic, which is cool.
Awesome. What's your favorite song on the current album, the new album?
That one?
That's Brody McFly, the official Go 96.3 baby.
Nice.
And
That's
his
awesome.
name really is Brody McFly.
That's awesome.
So what's your
Favorite
song on
song.
the album?
My favorite current one, I think it's going to be called "Expensive Mistakes." We've been playing that one live, and that one's fun to play.
Yeah, it's fun.
How many songs off the new album you guys been playing live? Because obviously people haven't got a chance to hear it yet. Coming out in January.
Yeah, we play 3 songs off of it? 4 songs off of it.
Nice. And
Little taste.
it seems like people are reacting well to it. People are excited about the new stuff.
I think so. I mean, I think it's probably like really hard to tell in a like vertically shot video on YouTube whether you like a song or not. But it's been good so far, I guess.
Is that weird though? Because I mean, when you play new music,
Shoot it horizontally, please.
But is that because I mean usually you put out the new music, people get a taste of it, then you do the shows. But now it's kind of a little bit backwards because the album got delayed. You've started touring without the new album out.
Right. Well, I mean, we felt like honestly, since it's a weird one because we were the ones who decided to push the record back. So
Yeah.
like, it's all like at like our discretion. So we decided that we wanted to play a song live anyway and just give people because I know that we have people waiting and stuff like that. So we wanted to do some stuff like kind of as a thank you for waiting. So yeah, it's weird, but whatever.
Whatever. You guys party, it's
Cool, though,
fine.
that we're living in an age where you can push new music even before the album comes out.
Totally.
And like get a feel for it, get a taste for it. Is there anything that you're particularly excited about when it comes to social media, or anything that you're just totally sick of when it comes to social media?
I mean, social media is like a pretty weird in the creative process in the way that like.
It's a really nice way of putting it, by the way.
Yeah. Well, just like, can you imagine like when like the Beatles put out like Sgt. Pepper's? Like people were be like, I fucking hate this band. I like no longer a Beatles fan if you had the access to it, whatever. I just think that like sometimes. It's interesting because as an artist you gotta like take the temperature and listen to how people think and what people feel, but you can't like really let it dictate your art. Like you have to make things that are uncomfortable and push the boundaries a little bit. Like for us, every record cycle is like why doesn't it sound like the last one? And I'm just always like, well, the next one, I feel like that's what the question's gonna probably be as well. So we try to push it, and then sometimes you're wrong. Sometimes you do things that push it like too far, and you're like, Michael J. Fox playing the solo at Back to the Future, and you're like, we're not quite ready for this.
Kids aren't ready for that yet.
It's a movie.
Again.
Do you guys check your mentions on Twitter, or do you try not to?
I do sometimes. Not a ton, though. You don't?
Twitter?
You said no.
Not really.
Yeah.
We just are both
I
kind of
saw a
waiting.
Keith Buckley tweet last night that I thought was funny, and I said something. That was it.
That's the band she's wearing.
Oh yeah, Every Time I Die.
Yeah.
Nice.
Lizzie wants to know, what career would you guys be doing if not this? What's up, Lizzie? Hey, Lizzie.
What's up, Lizzie?
Cool shirt.
Where'd you get it? Nice.
I don't know.
Me and Andy played in a lot of bands together before this band. Maybe we'd be playing in like some band or something.
Just some cover band somewhere. Or just,
Some other
Doing
crappy
weddings,
band.
Teaching lessons. And also, is there anything behind the purple, too, by the way, which is all over?
Yeah, so since our record, Take This to Your Grave, we've done like blue color palette, then red color palette for the next record, blue, red. And so we always kind of said that if we found the right left turn, we would do a purple album. So we did, I don't know.
You got a purple album.
Yeah.
So there's a Twitter account, and they were DMing me like crazy, wanting to know if you guys have heard about the Mania movement, where they put out like these 10,000 of these little purple things, and then say they have their certain song that they have their flashlights held up for.
Oh, yeah.
Have you guys noticed that at all on the last two shows?
I think we're all under the stage when that song happens, but I saw pictures of it, and it's cool that people are.
Yeah.
it's awesome
So
that
they
people are
print like
doing that.
10,000 tonight, and they're going to be here in St. Paul tonight.
Yeah, that's rad. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, do you guys want to take some pictures with everybody?
Sure.
Would that be cool? Do you guys want to take some pictures with these guys?